Well, good afternoon, friends. It's been a beautiful Saturday here in the Ville. It's thunder. So, if any of you all around here are going to thunder, I hope it stays like this for you. If you're not familiar with thunder, I'm pretty sure it's the world's largest, fireworks show, as well as an air show during the day. So it kicks off, if I'm not mistaken, the Kentucky Derby Festival and all the Kentucky Derby stuff here in Kentucky. So anyway, I've been out here getting the this part of the landscape redefined. You can see the edge there is nice and clean. I did this much in the few videos ago, and then I decided to go ahead and redefine the rest of it here. So hopefully you guys can see that. Probably need to bring that out. It's going a little further in, but anyway, this bed here needs a lot of work this year. Lots of room for more plants, and I need to mulch it again if I don't fall in the holes that I've dug. Hopefully you guys can hear me. It is very windy today, and I hope this video don't suck. But anyway, here are the 3 limelights that are planted last weekend. They are the same as what I've got across the front of the house, and the goal is to make a border hedge here of the limelights. And of course, I've mentioned all this in the last garden tour video. But anyway, so if I do a hedge here, I'm gonna have to move my butterfly bushes. So I'll be doing that pretty soon. There is Groovy Grape there. Another one here. And I'll probably even have to move my grasses somewhere else. Miscanthus grass. So here is where I have stopped. Cutting up or taking out sod really wears you out. So, and of course I don't have professional equipment or anything like that. I do it with a shovel or a spade. So, matter of fact, this right here. So, I don't know if later today or tomorrow I will start working on the rest of it, but I'm still kind of slow go with it because I'm trying to get my the curves and the line just right so it will look decent. But anyway, that's what I've got so far. And of course, I will have perennials all through here. I'll let the lamb's ear do its thing and fill in. I thought about moving it closer to the edge, but I don't know, I might just let it grow and fill in. Got hostas coming back in there. I'll be going to my mom's tomorrow to dig up a old antique rose. It's a dark burgundy climbing rose, and a few, I think there's another lily or two that they want out of there, and I got another one of these hostas that is a pretty good size. So I'll be bringing home a few more plants from their house. They are getting ready to, they just made the list of what they want planted out front. So I may take you guys along for that when we start placing plants and all that good stuff. But anyway, check out my pots I've got planted up here. Love these. These are Calibracoa from Proven Winners. I think this one is Grape Punch. If I'm mistaken, please correct me. And Coral Sunset. But I love the purple and that coral together. and then I still have to find something for a thriller. So I'm just gonna let these be my filler, and I'm pretty sure they will spill. And then I need to get a couple things for my thriller. You guys know what I'm talking about. I don't think I have to explain that. Thriller, filler, and spiller. But anyway, everything this week has been fertilized. Roses here are coming back nicely. If you guys remember, I cut these severely back this spring, and they were huge. As you can see how big they got. You can see how skinny this barberry shrub is compared to this one. This one is gorgeous. I love that color in the garden, especially next to that spirea. And I've said it once and I'll say it again, this is a good example of why you should pay attention to the maturity size on your shrubs. There was nothing here, no gardens or anything here in this yard, and you know, when everything's so new, you want to fill it up and, you know, go to town, but we don't always pay attention to those full size maturity on the tags. So that's why all of this is so grown together now. If that makes any sense, you can see this is another spirea. It's not the same one as this. I wish it was. And at the time I thought it was, but anyway, you can see how this one got planted too close to the sidewalk. Of course, it was probably a lot smaller. It was a lot smaller when I got it, and I wasn't thinking about how fast they were going to grow. But anyway, just a little tip. But again, I love my barberries. And the best way to grow a barberry bush is just let it go. Let it do its thing. This was a knockout here that was, it's a little better now, not much, but I need to get some more soil around it. But I thought I lost these two. They're looking a little rough. But they've got blooms on them, so, or buds. So I had to get my lines right here to put, to figure out where I wanted my arbor. This arbor has been moved so many times, but I think it's where it's going to stay now. You can see I've got a clematis right back here, and this is where I had it, so I need to move that purple clematis up so it can grow on the arbor. I cleaned this circle garden, is what I call it, out today, and here are the Veronicas. Blue Veronica Salvia. They overwintered. This is the second year they've overwintered here. They're actually an annual. I know I've talked about that before, but I had them all around this garden, but for some reason, only the ones in the front come back. And then there is a ring of Russian sage in here. And I have yet to figure out what I'm going to do in the center. I would love to get one of those, it's like a purple grass. I can't think of the name of it right now, but it is an ornamental grass that gets pretty big. But anyway, so yeah guys, it's never done. I can see where I need to bring out that edge a little more. Right through there. But it'll get there. This bed, whole front landscape needs to be mulched again this year. Alright, now I've got a product here called Momax, and this is what I'm going to use to try to solve my little rodent problem that I have, mostly up here in the front for some reason. But you guys know that voles love to destroy your plants, especially tubers and roots. Moles are after the bugs, and your voles are after vegetation. So in case you didn't know, if you see that your bulbs and stuff and your plants have been eaten underneath, it's not the moles, it's the voles. But anyway, I'm going to try this stuff here. Hopefully it works. They absolutely love my dahlias that I put. Past couple years, I've put the HS date dahlias here in the front, in front of the Russian sage, and they eat them up every year. So anyway, so it won't be too much longer till the purple salvia start to pop. Here's one that's just started to bloom. So next week when I get paid again, I've got to go get 3 more of the Super Tuny Bordeaux. I had enough for this container. So I was 3 short for that one. Hibiscus, have been letting it come outside. Hopefully it starts to look good again. But I did overwinter it through, or inside. It's been inside all winter. Still nothing left on the ranunculus. I mean, nothing going on yet with the ranunculus, so hopefully they do something. So irises here in the main garden are full of blooms. Can't wait to see this bloom. Trying to figure out what else is new this week to show you guys. Here's more of that purple salvia getting ready to pop. And these, all of these were from the garden we just looked at over here. So I've got to get more purple salvia and more white ones Veronica, which is here, and I'm going to do drifts of those here in the border. Here is foxglove. This was from the neighbor Chris across the street. We've got larkspur coming up here. Super excited about that. I want that to just completely reseed everywhere. I love that purple. Amsonia still looking good. And the viburnum is in its full glory here. Love that purple smoke bush. This rose is really doing good this year. It was very little and bare, but it is filled in this year. So that's going to be nice, and lots of blooms on this peony. Excited about that. There's the ants on the blooms, which is perfectly normal. There we go. Here is my purple spiderwort that I just got last weekend. I decided to plant it here. I used to have a few clumps of the blue, and I don't know what happened to it, but I was excited to see this purple. Another patch of irises there. And then I did end up going ahead and cutting this standard hydrangea back. I'm just going to make it a bush now. Ignore all this. I've got to lay some fresh mulch down. So lots of work to do this year. This is the future cottage garden. Well, it's all cottage garden around here. That's my favorite kind of garden. Just a full lush mix of everything, but I'm gonna get the railroad tiles and put around here for an edging and fill it full of all sorts of stuff. Grass is looking really good this spring, and I think it is because of the ducks, which are back out in the yard somewhere. They were put up. Got to get some mulch in here for this hosta bed. There's Emmy there. She was in the house for a while today. We took her to the park and she was just so happy she could not contain her excitement. But yeah, we let her in for a little while. I'm assuming she made a mess, and that's why she's out here. There's that Brunnera. Really like that plant. And Bleeding Heart. Here are the ducks. I guess we are friends now, or today. I've been getting all the worms that I've been digging up, and they just love those. But anyway, friends, that is how the garden looks this week. Late April. So if you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up. Leave me a comment. I would love to hear from you guys. And if you want to follow along with my channel, please subscribe. It's absolutely free, and it would just help my channel grow. I love when the blue spruce here gets its new growth on it. It's my favorite tree. But I hope you guys have a good rest of your weekend, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye, friends.